Hi, my name is Zephyr and I'm going to show you, or I'm going to tell you I'm going to tell you the steps for requirement 7E. It's an emergency action plan for my home. In case of fire, you need to have a pre-planned emergency route, or two pre-planned emergency routes, if able. So, yeah. So after you have that, and you're going to want to follow one of the two pre-planned emergency routes, depending on which one is, I guess, more convenient and safest. Um, you want to follow these out. You want to follow these outside to your pre-planned meeting place, and yeah, meet there with your family. And do first aid. Like, apply first aid if applicable. You need to call. You also need to then call. You need to then call 911 either on your phone, your parents, or your neighbors. And if you're in a hotel like I am, you need to call the front desk as well, which hopefully they will have gotten the message, but yeah. So, in case of a storm, you need to prepare by having 3 day supply of food and water, because let's just say if your power gets knocked out because of this, you may need those things, and you may not be able to get water. So yeah. Next, what you need to do is you need to call the utility services if you're just going to wait it out. Call utility, call the front desk, and yeah, if something really bad happened, I guess you can do first aid. The next thing that you want to do is, if the situation becomes really untenable, like it's flooding outside, or it becomes unsafe in your home, you need to leave to a pre-planned meeting place, such as a storm shelter, a school, or like a hospital or something like that. You need to leave to a pre-planned destination, and try bring your food and water if you can. And yeah, if you are given evacuation orders, if the storm is really bad, like in the case of Hurricane Katrina, for example, you need to go to any available, what do you call it? You need to go to any available, safe shelters. If it's like flooding, for example, go up to the roof, go up to the attic, or yeah. So yeah, that's what to do in case of a storm. In case of a power outage, it's actually relatively similar steps to a storm, without the fleeing part, of course. So you want to prepare 3 days worth of food and water. Of course, have a med kit. Okay, you want to have a med kit, flashlights, candles, matches, and multiple lighters. You want to make sure that you have all of these things on stock. You want to also make sure that you have a pre-planned meeting place, and I don't mean outside or at a storm shelter or something. I mean a dining room, your parents' room, or something like that. You need to have a pre-planned meeting place that your family knows how to reach, both in the day, with and without power, so with and without light. So you probably want to get some trash bags as well, because those will, let's say your toilet overflows, you're probably going to want to have some trash bags to dispose of waste. So yeah, that's what to do in case of a power outage. Of course, you try and call utilities, and if someone you may want to make sure that there are no rugs that people can slip under, and just generally things like that. You want to be prepared in case of this happens, which actually has happened several times with me. So for the last one, which is in case of a water outage, you need to make sure that you again have 3 days or more of food and water, and you also need to make sure that if the water isn't clean, for example, you could have water purifying tablets, a water purifier, or some way to heat up water. So you could heat water up on the stove if your stove is unavailable. Maybe in a microwave, but in all realness, know that you should have those propane canisters. Again, use that outside. Don't use it inside. Propane canisters with a what are they called? A a movable stove, like a mobile, like a camping stove. You need to have a camping stove, propane canisters in storage in a safe, cool place. You need to make sure that you have things like flashlights, candles, matches, the whole thing. And you need to make sure that you have, what was it? You need to make sure that you have your med kit available. You want to have a med kit so If anyone has like any like emergencies, like oh no I cut myself, oh no like I've broken a limb, oh no, you need to be able to have like materials to splint your arm, you need to have bandages, you need to have all of these things to protect yourself. All of those things which I just named, like having 3 days worth of food and water, med kit, pre-planned routes, etc. I'll admit those are all actually very similar. You need kind of a lot of those things for these situations, or for a lot of the situations which are named. So, important to have these things on deck and on hand for when you need them most. This is Zephyr Carter talking to you about First Class Requirement 7E. I'm in the beautiful Golden Gate Park in San Francisco. Bye. And one more thing, I'm going to show you the floor plan for my house and how to escape. So from this bedroom, you could run out and you could escape onto the foyer roof, and you could go down to the ground, or you could go down the stairs and either go out the front or the back. Same thing with this room. You can either go out onto the foyer roof and jump down, or you can go to the you can go through the base, or you can go downstairs. Guest room, you can either go downstairs or you can jump onto the sunroom roof and then jump down. Far jump, but you can definitely do it. So you're gonna go downstairs, same thing, kind of a different thing with the office. There's no available roofs right here, and it's a pretty far drop. So unless you have a ladder, you may not want to do that. You're going to come downstairs, and downstairs, this is the downstairs floor. You're going to come out, and you can either go outside. You can either go outside through the front door and like regroup from there and go to the pre-planned meeting place, which in our case would have just been the outside, outside the front door. You can do that. You can go through the kind of like the living room front window, the parlor front window, the kitchen. You're going to want to either go out through the sunroof or the sunroom and go out into the backyard. And you can same thing with the dining room, or if there's like a fire in the dining room, for example, go out through the kitchen and run out through the foyer, go outside to the front yard. That is the escape plan for this house. I am not there anymore. I'm in California, so this wouldn't be super applicable, but once I get back to my hotel, I'm going to make a plan for that. I'm going to make a plan for that, and I'm sorry, I'll make a schematic for that, for the hotel, and I will show you how to get out there. Yeah, thanks for watching. Oops, excuse me. Thanks for watching. This is Zephyr Carter with First Class Requirement 7E. Bye. Hi, I'm Zephyr Carter, and this is a continuation for First Class Requirement 7E. So, I said that I would show a schematic of a floor plan of some possible evacuation routes for my hotel. So that's what I'm doing. So, we are in room 439 here. We can actually leave this room, and we will take, if we're facing out, it's going to be to our left. We're going to go left, and we're going to go out onto this, stairway, which is outdoors. And it's an exterior stairway, and we will go all the way down to the front. We will go down to the ground floor, street level, and we will go down to and we will meet in front of the entrance, or very close by to the entrance, within eyesight of it. Another escape route for this is, although it's not mapped on here, if you go down the hallway, go down past these rooms, there's actually another stairway right here. I think it's not shown on map, but this is a doorway. There's another stairway which is on the interior of the building. We will go down that stairway, and that leads just right out into the front lobby, which we can then leave and go into the again meet out front in front of the front doors. So again, I'm Zephyr Carter. This is for First Class Requirement 7E. Thank you for watching. Bye.